Hey, what's going on, guys? I just wanted to make a really quick video just talking about what I'm hoping or expecting from PlayStation's PlayStation 5 event. So let's just get into it. So first things first, if you're new to the channel, you should know that when it comes to Xbox and when it comes to PlayStation, I don't really have a preference. I'm pretty much a Nintendo guy. That's my favorite, although I don't really have, or at least I don't believe I have any kind of biases. I just kind of have a preference like anyone else would have, and Nintendo is my favorite. So you might be wondering, like, why do I care about PlayStation or what Xbox is doing? And typically it's, like I said, I play everything, you know, like I don't really have a bias. I play on everything. I own an Xbox, I own a PlayStation, I own a Switch, I play on PC every once in a while as well. I don't really have a bias here. I have a favorite, I have my preferences, but I don't really have a bias. I don't really have like any hatred towards any particular platform, and I don't really see the need to hate any particular platform. But let's just get into what I'm hoping for when it comes to PlayStation, and you know what I think so far has been done when it comes to this whole Xbox and PlayStation side of things. And I don't know if this is going to be considered a hot take or not. I don't know if this will be considered something that a lot of people think is dumb, but when it comes to this whole Xbox versus PlayStation thing in particular, I know people commonly compare that Inside Xbox presentation and the tech demo that Epic showed off at PlayStation's last event. And honestly, I don't really care about the tech demo. I know it's very impressive, and I've seen a lot of people talk about how cool it was. But like I said, I am someone who prefers Nintendo, and I remember seeing the Legend of Zelda tech demo that they had for the Wii U, and also remember that no game ever released that looked like that. And from my experience playing games for the last 20 years or so, every time I've seen a tech demo, it's very rare, or maybe not at all, that I remember seeing a tech demo that actually looks like any particular game, if that makes sense. Maybe there is, and I'm just forgetting about it. If that's the case, you know, let me know in the comments, feel free. But from my knowledge, I don't remember any particular tech demo that really looks like a game or really shows like you get what I'm saying. Like, there's no game that really looks like the tech demos accurately, right? So when I compare those two presentations, I just kind of see Xboxes to be more interesting to me, not because the games looked good, because I'll be honest with you, like a majority of those games don't look all that to me. I think Scarlet Nexus was like the closest thing to something that looked kind of fun to play, but I believe that's multi-platform, so it doesn't really mean much to me. And when it comes to tech demos, I know it was technically playable. I heard that from some articles that it was actually playable in some capacity, but it's not going to be a game I'm going to be playing because it's a tech demo, you know, like it's not really a game, so it doesn't really get me excited. So what I'm hoping for when it comes to this PlayStation 5 event is that we start seeing games that I can look forward to playing, because that's kind of like my only complaint when it comes to PlayStation right now, is that for me personally, there's not a lot of games that I know about that's only the PlayStation that I'm kind of, you know, looking forward to. I believe that, I think it was called Godfall or something like that, that is coming to PlayStation as like a console exclusive. And I mean, it's cool and all, but it's not something that I think is something to look forward to, especially when, correct me if I'm wrong, it's being developed by Gearbox, and it seems that anything Gearbox does that isn't called Borderlands just seems to have a lot of problems. So you know, I'm not really too hyped about that at all. And on Xbox, at least there's, you know, Hellblade, there's Halo Infinite, and they're also coming to PC as well. But you know, at least there's something there. Godfall, I'm not really too interested in, to be honest. So I would say, like, right now I do kind of slightly lean on the Xbox side, but also do want to say that's only because Xbox has been showing off a lot, and maybe not a lot actually, because there's still like, I guess, like Microsoft Studios themselves haven't really been showing off that many games, but at least there's, you know, announcements being made of games that we know are coming in the future. PlayStation has been very close. They've been kind of keeping things close to the chest, if that's the phrase I'm trying to look for right now. So right now, I kind of lean on the Xbox side. However, this event has the potential to completely change that if we start seeing more games. Now, what am I expecting to see? Because that's kind of what I'm hoping to see. I'm kind of just hoping to see like a bunch of games with gameplay, because Xbox is inside Xbox. That was a problem they had, where they showed off like a bunch of games, but not a lot of them showed gameplay. I think like only a very select few had gameplay. So that's something I want to see. I don't want to see teaser trailers. I don't want to see CGI teasers or in-engine teasers. No, I want to see people playing the game. That's what I want to see. And I think they have the potential to do that. What I'm expecting to see, I'm going to make some predictions. Considering, you know, recent events and whatnot, I'm assuming we're going to see a Bloodborne remaster and a Demon Souls remake. That's what I'm expecting to see. And you know, if that's the case, I'll be up for that. I didn't really finish Bloodborne because I kind of lost interest. I think I'm just more into Dark Souls in particular. I'm very into like defensive play whenever I play any game, and Dark Souls kind of rewards that. Bloodborne kind of rewards aggression more so. So I think I just kind of lost interest. Although Demon Souls would be cool. I think I'll definitely be on Demon Souls if that can happen, and I'm really hoping it does, because I think Demon Souls is just more my forte from what I've seen. I actually have not played Demon Souls. I've only played the Dark Souls trilogy, Bloodborne. So, you know, I think it just seems like it's more my speed when it comes to these sort of Souls games. And what else I'm expecting? I'm expecting to see the console. I want to see the... I don't know how likely this is, but I think it would be cool to see the controllers, like I don't know, up close, I guess. Like, it sounds weird to say, but I would like to be able to see like the features of the controller and see like how it can change games, because it's a very different looking controller now, you know. So I want to see like how that will really change how we play the game, because I think like it's been kind of divisive on like how people feel about the how it looks and whatnot. But I will be honest and say that I like the Xbox controller over the PlayStation controller, but like I feel ever since the PlayStation 4 it kind of got better in a sense, because PlayStation 1, 2, and 3, they were more or less the same. I think like the triggers on the 3 was like a little different, but when it comes to 4, it's like that's when it started getting more comfortable to me. And the PlayStation 5 controller, I think it's called the DualSense, it doesn't look the prettiest, to be honest with you, but if it's more comfortable, it'll probably be the best controller. You know, I think comfort is the most important thing when it comes to like a controller, since I'm going to be holding that thing for several hours. So I don't really care if it's ugly as long as it works well enough and it's comfortable to hold. But when it comes to this presentation, that's kind of all I want, you know. I don't know if that's too much to ask or unrealistic, but I kind of just want to see a bunch of games, and I want to see gameplay for those games. I don't want to really see tech demos. I don't want to see like CGI trailers or in-engine footage. I want to see like the game itself being played. So if my predictions are right and we see the Bloodborne remaster and we see Demon Souls remake, like, considering those are remakes and remasters, I understand if they decide to just focus on the, you know, the visuals in that particular sense, considering they're games that we already know about. But any game that is brand new, maybe like a new IP or maybe a sequel to a game, whatever the case may be, some new announced game that we don't know about right now, if I see those games on there getting announced, I want to see the gameplay. That's how, in my opinion, that's how they will top Xbox for me as of now, is if they announce a bunch of games and show gameplay for all of those games. Because Xbox, yeah, you can make the argument that they announced all these games at Inside Xbox. And keep in mind, it's not even all of their games, because their first-party games are not even shown off yet. But when it comes to those third-party games they showed off, a lot of them did not show gameplay. Some did, not a lot, but a lot of them did not show gameplay. So I think that's how you could kind of easily take the crown as of right now, you know, like take the attention away. That tech demo was cool and all, you know, I get it, and I know a lot of people really thought it was impressive, and I understand that, but I'm just kind of here for the games, and I understand some games might be able to utilize that technology of that tech demo, but I'm so used to seeing tech demos that just don't look like the games, like they're trying to portray, you know, like that. Like I said, that Zelda Wii U tech demo, Breath of the Wild doesn't look like that. Although Breath of the Wild is beautiful, so you know, take it for what it is. But that's kind of all I have for you guys for today. I just wanted to get that off my chest before, you know, the presentation happens. So yeah, just let me know what you guys are expecting from this this presentation. Let me know what you're hoping for, and that's it. I'll see you guys in the next one.
Shifty, yeah, shifty. Wanna be the #1 gamer? Come and get me. It'd be dope if you subscribe. Could you like the vid, please? Take your time, you don't gotta do it swiftly. Shifty, shifty. Wanna be the #1 gamer? Come and get me.